Hey, many questions are being asked about our financial model in Zold cryptocurrency, and now it's time to answer them, to try to answer them, and that's why I'm recording this video. You know our finance model, you know how it works most probably, but let me explain again. We are inviting crypto holders, the holders of cryptocurrency, to come to us and to exchange your existing Bitcoins to Zolds. You bring us, let's say, 1 Bitcoin. And we give you back, at this time, the rate is about 4,000 Zolds. So you give us 1 Bitcoin, we give you back 4,000 Zolds. And then you hold them for some time. Let's say you hold them for half a year. And then you come back to us. You return back your 4,000 Zolds. And we give you back about 1.2 or 1.15 Bitcoins. So we make you a profit of about, in half a year, about 17 or 18%. We increment the rate of Zold comparing to Bitcoin right now by 4% every month. So we are increasing the value of Zold cryptocurrency, of each Zold, by 4% every month. And the question is, where do we get this money? Where they're coming from. Many of my friends, many of people who want to invest in Zold and who invest right now, they are curious about that. They want to know whether it's a pyramid, whether we are just making this number up and then they will have no chance to get their money back eventually. And let me explain how it works. But first of all, let me explain what the Zerocracy is doing, the business which created that cryptocurrency. You know that Zold was created by myself and a number of programmers around me, and we are working for Zerocracy. This is our main business. Zerocracy is a platform for software developers. It's a platform which is aiming to connect programmers, freelancers, with their customers and make their work way better, way more effective than any other platform can do right now, than any other traditional business can do right now. So we are inventing a new way of managing programmers. Nobody in the world is doing what we are doing right now. It's very innovative and very unique and very revolutionary idea. And that's why it's difficult to put it to the market. It's an idea which needs a lot of investment resources, a lot of money, simply speaking, in order to attract a big amount of programmers and at the same time a large amount of customers, to connect two large groups together. It is sort of an aggregator business, like Uber, for example, or Airbnb, or many other aggregators, where the critical point is very important, the critical mass is very important. And we cannot just achieve that critical mass in small increments. We cannot just grow slowly, getting one customer one by one for a long time. That will take us 100 of years. So we need to attract investors. And investors are looking for traction. When we talk to investors, they all ask the same question. Show us the traction. Show us and demonstrate that you have a big enough number of customers and transactions and payments and programmers and everything. And we cannot demonstrate it right now because we're working. We have customers, we have programmers, but the numbers we have on board are not enough attractable to big investors. So we need to get traction. How do we get that traction? Zold, the cryptocurrency, is going to help us. We give you Zold, we prove that it works, you trust us, you trust the software we created, you trust the technical concept, you give us your Bitcoins, we give you back this 4% per month, we make you interested, financially interested to keep your crypto assets, your Bitcoins with us in Zold. We reward you, we give you the incentive to do that in order to keep you on board, in order to give us the traction. Your Bitcoins, which we hold in our fund, is the traction which we will demonstrate to investors. The more you give us the Bitcoins, the larger the fund, the more the traction, the larger the total capacity of the cryptocurrency, the more attractive we are for investors. We come to them and say, look, we have the traction, we have the financial asset which is backing us. We have a good amount of people who trusted us their Bitcoins, and that proves that we have already the audience that thinks that our business, Zold and Zerocracy all together, worth something. And that will demonstrate them, institutional investors, venture capital investors, that they can trust us too. So we're actually, by rewarding you, by giving you those 4%, we're buying your trust, so to speak. So we are giving you the incentive to trust us your crypto assets to help us to demonstrate traction to future investors. So now, right now, we're losing money, definitely. We're giving this 4%, we're losing that money in order to attract you, our small investors, our micro investors at that time, in order to help us attract larger investors. And when they come on board, the business will grow, the Zerocracy will grow, we will get that critical mass, and then we will be able to use our profit, which we get from Zerocracy, in order to keep increasing your value of Zold, in order to keep giving you 4%. So right now, this is the money which other companies spend on promotion, on marketing, on Google AdWords. We're not doing that. We're giving you, our investors, our initial investors, the incentive to stay with us. That's our financial plan, that's our model, that's where the money is coming from. So every Bitcoin you convert to Zold will help us to make Zerocracy a huge business and a huge success on the market and a huge improvement to the software development industry. That's what we're doing. We're solving a fundamental problem in the software development market. The inability of software teams to manage themselves correctly, the ineffectiveness of software development. We solve that problem with the help of you, our initial investors in Zold. So thanks for staying with us. Thanks for your investments. Thanks for listening. Don't forget to subscribe. Stay tuned. Bye-bye.